Hello everyone, welcome to the Geekdom, the place where we outcast come to talk about the things we love, and today we are talking about Blue Beetle. That's right, with the new movie coming out, I figured what better way to celebrate than with an awesome new Lego set. Let's take a look. Okay, starting out with the main attraction, it's obviously Jaime Reyes, the Blue Beetle. Now I think this figure is so cool. As you can see there, he's got a brand new custom molded helmet piece for the Kajidar kind of face covering. It looks great, so many different colours there, the blacks, the blue, the yellow of the eyes. It looks awesome, so proud of that helmet piece. The figure is chock full of printing, the torso is just covered in it, the hips, the legs, the arms look great. The printing is just awesome, like a nice range of blues and blacks and stuff. I think it looks really cool, very armoured looking and very textured. I think it's really cool. And on the back he has a new custom piece as well for the actual Kajidar, the scarab on the back of him there. As you can see, he's got those sort of pincers going the top and the sides of the back emblem, and he's got those sort of thrusters as well, where he can obviously fly from. It looks great. I think this is a really cool piece that I've used here. It was a really interesting challenge making these custom molds and making them work for the figure. He also comes with a separate hair piece, so when you take the mask off, you can see he's got the Xolo Maridueña face print there, which is the same face print that I used on my Miguel from Cobra Kai. If you want to go check that video out, it's just on the channel, just go have a look. He's got that really cool Han Solo hair in black. When I watched the movie, instantly I knew that was the hairpiece I had to use. I think it just looks exactly what he has in that movie. He also comes with a small buildable hand cannon, which just slides over the hand. If you use a 1x1 snot piece, they actually have space to put the hand through the bottom of the brick. So with a small buildable there, you get this really cool looking hand cannon, which I'm really proud of. All in all, this figure has turned out really cool, and I'm super proud of how it looks. The other two minifigures in this set aren't really figures at all. We've got the past suits of variants of Blue Beetle, Dan Garrett and Ted Cord. Now, the Ted Cord is identical to the one pretty much as we've seen in my Minifigure Monday last week. Obviously, it's got a different face print with that sort of mannequin head underneath. It's got some really great colours on there. Once again, those weird scarab details. But if you want to check out that video in full, just go check out the Minifigure Monday. The other figure is Dan Garrett, the first ever Blue Beetle. Now this figure is super simple, but I love how it turned out. I love the sheer amount of dual molding I've put on this figure. He's got those dual molded legs in blue and red for those really cool red boots, and the same on the arms for those kind of long gloves. Basically, I've used reference images from the actual movie, but I've also just taken a look at his classic costume from the comics as well. So there's not a great deal of texturing on this, just a belt, some line work, but I think it's turned out great. I also enjoyed using the Nexo Knights helmet piece to create that sort of hooded look with that fin on the top as well. I think that looks really great, and I think these figures are just some of my favourite parts of this set. Okay, for the actual set, it's kind of split up into two sections. You've got the kind of Cord HQ bit, and you've got the bug. Now we're going to take a look at Cord HQ first off. So coming in straight at the start, we've got that little sort of hexagonal platform area there. So in the movie, when you come through the doors, you're straight onto that platform, and it opens up to the entire of Cord HQ. So I thought that was a really cool little build to display your minifigures on. Maybe, as you can see in these images, I've got Blue Beetle himself just stood on there. Great way to display the minifigures and stuff. From then, it has a set of stairs leading down into the main section. So as you've already seen, we've got the sort of mannequin section with the two past Blue Beetles. We've got a sort of lamp there set up. It's just used out of 1x2 grill pieces in like a trans color, so it looks really cool there. The actual mannequin placements themselves use an interesting piece that I've never worked with before, which is kind of like a hinge. It's like an angle. I got that in white, and they connected really nice, and it allowed for a really great positioning of these mannequins. There's a small table there just with a few different things on it. We've got just like a little flat tile in yellow just for something like a miscellaneous piece that you'd find in the Cord HQ, and you've also got the Lego Batman movie belt piece in a dark blue, because in the movie Blue Beetle's talking about all of Ted Cord's different gadgets and stuff, and he picks up a belt off this table, so I included that there. It also has a set of stairs leading up to a rather large computer just like in the movie, Ted Kord's kind of Beetle computer where he does all his research on the scarab and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think this computer design was really cool. I used some window pieces and stuff to get that look right, and then the screens themselves are window panes but in a flat blue color. On either side of that, you've got these kind of dark blue pillars with some trans purple like elements just to kind of make it feel a bit more high-techy. And obviously in the film, a lot of the area is lit up by these purple lamps and stuff, so I've tried to give as many little purple accents as possible within this set. Okay, the main attraction of this set is the Bug. Now, if you don't know what the Bug is Ted Kord's kind of ship from the Blue Beetle comics, and obviously Blue Beetle in the movie. It's really, really cool. It's shaped like a scarab, and I love it. So tackling this was really, really tough. I had to find a way to make the set curved, as well as having all of those like different legs and stuff, and those front kind of eye bits on the front of the Beetle. It was just super difficult, but I found a way using all of these different slopes and stuff. I used one of those hinge pieces with some clips on them to then attach the big sort of windshield in a trans yellow to create that eyepiece, and it's come out really, really great. It's got those cannons on the bottom of the front of the ship, and yeah, so the rest of it is built up with these kind of sloping tiles just to create that kind of curvature on the top of the ship as well as on the side. At the back, it struts out a little bit. It's got some flat tiles in a trans blue to kind of act as thrusters and stuff. And then on the bottom, we've got these leg builds, which it's a bit strange. I had to come up with a few different versions of it, but I've settled by using a ball and cut mechanism just to create like these movable legs, so you can move them in any way you want. I've got them set up in a kind of hunched together sort of formation because I think it makes it look the best out of all the different ones I've tried. But yeah, you can basically move them in any direction. The actual build itself splits up into 3 sections. You can take the back off and the front off in order to have access to the different areas. The front of the Bug has, if you open up the eyes and then the bridge in between them, it has like an area for seating and stuff. You can seat 2 minifigures in there. Obviously in the film, the cockpit section is a lot bigger, but working with what I had and the scale I'm using, I've managed to put 2 seats in there for 2 different minifigures to sit in. Obviously, if you were going to put Jaime in one of the chairs, you'd have to take like the scarab off his back and stuff, but that's why it's like a clip, it's removable. The back section is very simple. Basically, the back section can just be removed so you have easy access to the middle section, which is probably just the most packed thing. It's just full of guns and gadgets and all the different things you see in the movie. I've tried to replicate as many different weapons as possible that I could see in the movie. I've also put up the shield there that Jaime's sister uses, and that shield is made out of one of the classic knight shields. I was thinking of using one of the Gungan shields from Phantom Menace, but I settled on the other one because the shape was a lot nicer and it clips in really well with the rest of the inside of the build. Now, it's quite a shallow build, so in order to fit minifigures in the middle section, you have to put them with their legs folded, like in a sitting position, which is a bit of a shame, but once again, working with the scale I'm using, it's the only way I could have worked it out. All 3 sections are connected with Technic pins. You can just slot them together and it forms a nice little Bug. Anyway, everyone, that's it for today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed, and I want you to tell me what you thought of Blue Beetle down in the comments down below. I thought it was a really awesome movie. And tell me what you think of the set and anything you want me to do in future. But anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.